Hey, Bruce Naylor here, Boomer Consumer, and I do play video games. I don't play them as much as I used to, but I enjoy gaming whenever I get a chance. I've been a big fan of Redragon and the gaming gear that they make, and so when they asked me to review their new Draconic K530 wireless Bluetooth gaming mechanical keyboard, I jumped all over the chance because I know that in my past experience with Redragon, they make really good stuff at a very affordable price. And as a disclaimer, this was sent to me at no cost by Redragon, but all opinions are my own, and no one's reviewing this video prior to posting, and I'll tell you exactly what I think of this keyboard. Now, a 60% keyboard, has 61 keys, but it doesn't have any of your numeric keys, doesn't have the media controls. It gets everything unnecessary to gaming out of your way, and then you can access those functions using some special function keys on the keyboard. So before we get into the features and specs of the keyboard, let's just take a look at some of the things that comes in the box. Well, first you get the keyboard itself. You're going to get 5 different replacement keys on here. Let's go ahead and open this box up here, which is a nice thing that they send you these replacement keys on here. Here we go. You get 4. You have 4 different replacement keys. You get a red, blue, brown, black switches on there. And those just come with it. Nice touch. You get the Redragon manual. Not a whole lot to it. Do a little bit of basic memorizing on this. You don't need any special software to use this keyboard, but there does, or I should say there is some software for it that allows you to do quite a bit of customizing. We'll go over that in just a minute in the video. So you have that. You get a USB cable on here. Here's something nice. The L-shaped USB-C on here. Wish more and more companies did that. USB-C Type A. It's not braided, but it is certainly a decent quality cable. I do like the right angle on that. Again, we'll get into that in just a little bit more. Your Redragon sticker. Plastic and metal keycap pullers for the keyboard, so you have those. That's pretty much it. That's what comes in the box with the Redragon K530, the Draconic K530. Well, let's go over some of the features of this keyboard. I guess the first thing people like to hear is just the clickiness of it. Okay, so this comes with the Redragon brown mechanical keys. I believe they might be made by Otomu. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but Otomu. But these are tactile, but not real clicky. You have a listen to this. You can see, not super, I mean, it's clicky to a point, but it's not super irritating loud on here. So it is a Bluetooth 5.0 keyboard. And on the side here, we have your port. You can use either a cable, get this in frame. You can use either your USB cable and run it directly off of the cable in case you're afraid of input lag with running off of Bluetooth. You can do that. Of course, use that also to charge the keyboard with. Your off and on switch for turning on the Bluetooth, turning it off. And then you can connect to 3 different Bluetooth devices. So your PC, your phone, your tablet, position 1, 2, and 3. You have a charging indicator here when it's charging up, and then this is your battery level if you start getting low. It has a 2400 milliamp hour battery on it, and I've been using it now steady for a little over a week, and so far it's holding up. It's charged just fine. Now, I'm not a heavy duty gamer. I don't spend hours and hours and hours, but so far so good on that. On the bottom of the keyboard, you have a couple adjustable legs on here. And then you have a little bit of rubber here, a little bit of rubber here, keep it from sliding around. So when I set it down on my desk here, I mean, it's not moving anywhere around on the desk. All right, I just pulled off one of the keys so we could get a better look. at the switch on there. Have your individual RGB lighting on each key, which is a nice touch on here. The keys themselves, keycaps, they're your basic plastic key caps on there. Nothing real fancy, but I will say this. They have a nice finish to them. And you see it's a nice concave on there. Just they have a nice feel to them, which I was never a big fan of the super slick keys, if you know what I mean, the real glossy type keys. Put that on there. There we go. So they're good for 50 million keystrokes according to Redragon, and I'm sure that is probably pretty accurate. Of course, you have your usual suspects and key rollover, anti-ghosting. You have all those capabilities on this keyboard. So this is a really solid feeling keyboard. There's no, it doesn't flex. Solid ABS plastic on here. No metal deck on here. Again, this is about a $60 keyboard on the Redragon site. I have the link down below for the Redragon website on this. Weight is 1.7 pounds. The length is 11.5 inches. And then in your width, you're about 4 inches. And with the legs retracted, about 1.25 inches from the bottom to the top of the keycap. So this is a small keyboard, but it's roomy enough, especially for gaming. That's the whole concept behind this keyboard, is for gaming. Now, it has several function keys on here. You have function 1, function key 2, and then you have what's called the magic function key on there. Let's talk about those for just a minute. Basically, by using the function key 2 and pressing the 9 button, you go through various color effects on the keyboard, different built-in presets. You can use function 1 with combination of other keys to perform other actions. Remember, you have like your page up, page down, page home, print screen, all those functions. If you're using this, I believe, in wireless mode, you just press down and this probably works. I've been using it in wireless mode, basically. Pressing down the magic function key allows you to make those moves your up, down, home, function, up, down, and all those through the magic function key on here. So you have those capabilities. This is kind of common on 60% keyboards to utilize these extra function keys on here. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn down the lighting here just a little bit so maybe you can get a better view of the colors on here and the brightness of the keys. There we go. You get the different lighting effects. That's kind of I like that one. That's kind of one of my favorites right there. Looks pretty good. And we're going to turn the lighting back up. Let's go ahead and jump into the software that you can download from the Redragon website to do even more customization of the keyboard. Okay, this is going to be just a quick overview of the Redragon software for the K530. And you can see you have 3 different profiles that you can create and save for your keyboard, as well as create macros and your magic function button on the keyboard. Over here, you have your different lighting effects. There are different presets on here. Some of these allow you to select the different colors that you want to use, but you have that as well as your brightness control and the speed of the movement of the lighting effects as well. So you have all of that on there. What I've noticed is that you do need to have it connected via USB in order to do all this. If you're running it in wireless mode, you get unable to communicate with driver error, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine, because once you get it set up, then you're absolutely good to go. Again, you have different controls on the different effects on here, and of course you can click OK, cancel out of it. The profile 1, profile 2, profile 3. In here to record your macros. On here to assign your keys, the action, any delay on there, your record delay, his cycles, all that's on there as well. And then your magic function key on the keyboard, function, and then you have this other function setting as well. That's pretty much it on the software. I did try using it on my laptop, which has a 4K display. It didn't scale very well, so I had to put this on my bigger display in order to capture this and make it a decent size. But anyhow, you get the idea. This is the software that comes with the K530. Now, it's important to note you don't need that software in order to record new lighting effects or macros. You can do that using the function keys, the MR button, etc. Those instructions are going to be in the Redragon manual as well. So my impressions of this keyboard are as follows. When you're looking for a mechanical gaming keyboard, there's a gazillion on the market. But when you start talking wireless mechanical keyboard, now the options become much, much less. This offers, I think, really good value for the money at around $60 for this keyboard. Do I have any complaints about the keyboard? I personally wish that the lighting effects were a little bit brighter. Okay, I wish that. When I ran the software on my laptop, which has a 4K display, it didn't scale, but that's really not a major. That's probably me just being a little bit nitpicky on it. Any other issues I have with it? No, as a matter of fact, this thing connecting via Bluetooth was painless. Literally discovered my laptop, and discovered my desktop machine right away, no problem. Connected right away to my iPad. It was it's just brain dead simple when you are using these buttons right here to do what you got to do. Redragon's done a really good job on this keyboard. I'm very, very impressed with it overall. I think you will be too. Hard to go wrong for the price, the build quality. For what you're paying for this keyboard is solid. I think it's going to last you a good long time. There you have it. This is the Redragon Draconic K530 wireless 60% mechanical gaming keyboard. Bruce Naylor, your boomer concern. Everybody can game. I recommend, no matter how old you are, video games are a good thing for you. Bruce Naylor, take care. See you in the next video.